Good news. I hooked up with an absolute goddess. Even better news. We've officially become friends with benefits. The worst news? She's my brand new boss. My world is crumbling. Her warm body presses against me again, igniting every nerve. Round two, I grumble, brows furrowed. My mouth says no, but my body. Oh, it's screaming yes. I turn my head and kiss her, diving back into the fire. Yay, Wanqing. And I spent the entire weekend tangled in each other day and night, no breaks. By Sunday night, she's still got that hungry look in her eyes, like she's not done devouring me. I'm scrambling through the chaos of clothes strewn across the carpet, piecing together my outfit. No way, I'm tapping out, I say, barely convincing myself. Big meeting tomorrow. Can't be late. New boss is starting, and I need to make a good impression. Fine, she purrs, smirking. See you next week. Deal, I mutter, already dreading Monday. Monday morning, I drag myself into the office lanyard, swinging, looking like I've got my life together. Chen Zi, my nosy cubicle neighbor, leans over, eyes gleaming with gossip. Word is, the new CEO is young, gorgeous, and a total badass. I shrug, unimpressed. Don't care what she looks like. Just pray she's not another psycho like the last one. That guy treated us like workhorses. Barely survived him getting shipped off. Fingers crossed, this one's halfway decent. In the conference room, the air crackles with anticipation. The new CEO steps into the spotlight, greeted by a wave of enthusiastic applause. I glance up, and my heart stops. It's her, Ye Wanqing, my weekend fling, my bed buddy. The universe is way too small. I want to crawl under the table and disappear. Thank God the room's packed. She doesn't spot me. My head's practically glued to the desk, hoping to stay invisible. Then Chen Zi nudges my wrist, whispering, Yo Zhao Ning, the boss is calling you out. Who's Zhao Ning? I mumble, brain short-circuiting. Then I hear it. Ye Wanqing's voice, smooth and commanding, saying my name. I suck in a breath, legs wobbling as I stand. The second our eyes meet, her face flickers with shock. Yeah, she's just as floored as I am. I'm sweating bullets, mostly because I told her my name was Zhao Ning. Whoops. She stares at me for a solid 2 seconds, her gaze sharp enough to cut glass. Then, cool as ever, she says, Team Leader Gu, your group's handling this project. Give us the rundown. I stammer through a quick report, my voice barely holding. She asks 2 pointed questions, nothing more. The meeting ends, and I bolt out of there like the room's on fire. No joke, in that 1-hour meeting, I mentally drafted my resignation letter. But then I think about the economy, my mortgage, my car loan. Yeah, I'll just plug my ears and keep going. Back at my desk, Chen Zi is losing it. Dude, Ye Wanqing is stunning. Work just got a whole lot prettier. I forgive the universe for 3 seconds. I force a smile, trying to act normal. He keeps going. She's rocking that button up. But you know she's got a killer figure. Pure charisma. Hormones on overdrive. Oh, you have no idea, I think. Her body. Beyond perfect. Touch explosive. But the fact that the woman who set my sheets ablaze is now my big boss. I want to yeet myself off this planet. Then her assistant appears. Zhao Ning, Ms. He wants you in her office. My soul leaves my body. Can the earth just explode now? Her office is all sleek glass and city views, like something out of a movie. I stand there, heart pounding. Ms. Ye, you wanted to see me. Ye Wanqing looks up from her computer, her eyes scanning me like she's peeling back every layer. Zhao Ning, she says. Her voice low, teasing, I play dumb. Who's Zhao Ning? She laughs a sharp, knowing sound. Don't play coy, Zhao Ning. No two people in the world look exactly alike down to the mole on your earlobe. My hand instinctively grazes my ear. That mole. The one she was kissing yesterday. The same woman, now sitting in a tailored suit radiating power, was in my bed less than 24 hours ago. My face freezes, caught in the headlights of her smirk. My face stiffens, every muscle betraying my panic. Ye Wanqing's smirk is all sharp edges, like she's savoring my meltdown. So I'm the new boss you were so eager to impress. Her tone drips with mockery, poking at the fake name I gave her, Zhao Ning. Busted. I'm cornered, so I throw caution to the wind, letting out a nervous laugh. Well, hey, Ms. You fancy meeting you here? She leans back, eyes glinting with amusement. So I'm the one you meant should have kept you in bed longer yesterday. I clasp my hands together, practically begging. Look, Ms. Yi, let's keep it professional. Yeah. In the office, we're strangers. Work only, no personal stuff. She nods, but there's a flicker of reluctance in her eyes, like she's not thrilled with the deal. I don't stick around to find out. I bolt from her office like it's a crime scene. Here's the deal. Ye Wanqing and I, purely physical. No strings, just friends with benefits, to put it bluntly. 6 months ago, I was nursing a broken heart after my crush got snatched up. Drowning my sorrows at a bar, I ended up at a table with Wanqing. She was in a foul mood too. And get this, someone spiked her drink. Being the saint I am, I got her out of there. But Wanqing, not so saintly. She was all hands, and I weak and mesmerized by her stupidly gorgeous face caved. One thing led to another, and we were tearing up the sheets. I kissed her back, throwing all sense out the window. That first time was awkward, like we were figuring each other out. But we got the hang of it real quick. By dawn, the sky was blushing, and we were spent. We made a pact, no feelings, just fun. Once a week, we'd meet, and let's just say, we clicked in ways that made the bed frame beg for mercy. It was the perfect escape from my soul-crushing corporate grind. I thought she was like me, just another office drone, slaving away weekdays, blowing off steam on weekends. Never in a million years did I think she was secretly a CEO. Worse, my CEO. For the first time ever, I'm dreading the weekend. But somehow, that dread makes life feel sharper. This week, Wanqing swamped, and we only crossed paths once at the coffee shop downstairs. I fake a phone call to avoid eye contact. Friday lunch break. My phone pings with her message, our usual green bubble chat. Where are we meeting this weekend? Our hookups are never predictable. Sometimes a hotel, sometimes her car. Sometimes when we're feeling wild, somewhere out in the open, chasing the thrill. I whip out my prepped excuse. Sorry, Ms. Yi, heading home for my dad's birthday. She replies, didn't we agree to keep work and play separate? Call me Wanqing. When it's personal, separate. Yeah, right. The universe is laughing at me. Just this morning, I watched her tear into the team lead next door during a meeting. This proposal looks like it was written with your feet, she said, her voice ice cold. The room froze. That poor guy didn't dare breathe. When it was my turn to present, I was shaking, walking on eggshells. She listened, then hit me with, "Your plans all flash, no substance." Have you even thought about execution? I'm telling you, if I have to sleep with her now, I'm choosing celibacy. Another week passes, and her message pops up, right on schedule. This weekend, got a friend's wedding, I lie. Gotta be a last-minute bridesmaid. No free time at all, she presses, sounding downright thirsty. Nope. It's an 8-hour trip each way. I shoot back. Truth is, there's no wedding. I'm just trying to stay strong going cold turkey after 2 weeks of abstinence. It's torture. Saturday, I'm at home messing around with some personal gadgets. They help, but barely. My mind keeps drifting to Wanqing, and it's like a spark hitting dry grass. To douse the flames, I decide to distract myself with work. Money makes me happy, right? I grab a cab to the office, ready to grind. But the second I swipe my card and step inside, my heart drops. My heart shatters. Save me. The universe is out to get me, of all people. Yi Wanqing is here working late. She saunters out of the break room, coffee in hand, one eyebrow arched, like she's caught me red-handed. Temporary bridesmaid, huh? I force a laugh, my voice cracking. Yeah, wedding got canceled last minute. Her eyes narrow, and she's not buying it. Zhao Ning. She says, her tone slicing through the air, "You're avoiding me." I plop into my chair, ready to make a break for it, but Wanqing's one step ahead. My desk phone buzzes, and her voice crackles through. "Get in here. We need to talk about your proposal." Clutching a folder, like it's a shield, I knock on her office door. It swings open, and before I can blink, she yanks me inside, pinning me against the door. Her lips crash into mine, fierce and unrelenting. At first, I squirm, pushing back, but that familiar heat floods in, and I'm done for. I flip the script, taking charge, the folder hitting the floor with a thud. She pulls me up, shoving open the door to the office lounge. Clothes, hers mine, hit the ground in a frenzy. Her voice low and sultry purrs from behind me. Didn't think we'd unlock the office achievement. Now, I'll never look at her floor-to-ceiling windows or desk the same way. Outside, neon lights pulse as the sky darkens. I came here to work, not... This Wanqing steps out of the shower water, dripping down her chest, my marks still visible on her skin. There's a great Hunan place downstairs. Dinner's on me. I scoop up my mangled folder, muttering, "I'm not hungry." My stomach betrays me with a loud growl. She chuckles low and warm. "Come on, we earned it after all that overtime." Overtime, yeah, that's one way to put it. In the restaurant's private booth, I order half the menu. This place is stupid expensive. Chen Zhe and I only splurge here on payday. Wanqing barely eats, instead piling food onto my plate. I'm a nervous wreck. "Ms. Yi, you don't have to." She pauses, mid-motion, her chopsticks hovering. It's after hours. "Call me Wanqing." I clam up. Awkward doesn't even cover it. Sure, we've eaten together before, but always in the haze of, you know, sitting here having a proper meal. It's weird as hell. I shovel food in my mouth to dodge the tension. Dinner's done and rain's pouring outside. Wanqing dangles her car keys. "I'll drive you home." I pull out my phone, opening the rideshare app. I'll grab a cab. 100 people in the queue. Great. Rain's a nightmare for cabs, she says. "I've got you." I slide into her Bentley, aiming for the back seat. She quirks a brow. What am I, your chauffeur now? Blushing. I scramble to the front. Fine. Let me drive then. She laughs, waving me off. Get in the passenger seat. As we cruise through the city, my mind spirals. Hooking up with Wanqing was the wildest thing I've ever done. I always kept work and life separate. With her, I could let loose. She only knew me, not my baggage. It was easy free. But now, she's my boss. Can I still be that carefree guy around her? What if the office finds out I'm not built for this kind of drama? Before I get out, I summon every ounce of courage and face her. Ms. Ye, this thing between us? It's over. No more weekends. Her face clouds over confusion, etching her features. Why? Just because I'm your boss, I can't say it's because I'm terrified of screwing up my career. I still have to work under her. I just want to end it. It's not sustainable. Her expression darkens, but I unbuckle my seatbelt and step out into the rain. Truth is, my chest aches a little. I shake my head, trying to clear her from my mind. I force myself to stop spiraling. It's just lust, that's all. I'm too hooked on her. Monday morning, I'm barely settled at my desk when Chen Zhe leans over, looking like his world's imploded. Dude, it's over. Miss Ye's got a boyfriend. I choke out. What? He points at his neck. Hickeys, all over her. My stomach lurches as he rambles on. I mean with her looks. No shock she's taken. Totally normal. All day, the office group chat buzzes with wild theories about Ye Wanqing's mystery man. He's got to be a beast, those marks. Not just hickeys, they're bites. I'm so jealous she's living the dream. She's not even hiding them like she's flexing. Bet her guy's staking his claim. Half the guys here are drooling over her. My vision goes dark. Guys, your imaginations are running wild. Those marks, yeah, I left them. Nobody knows it's me. But I'm sweating bullets all day, paranoid. Someone's gonna connect the dots. Thank God I'm headed to City C for a business trip tomorrow. A whole week without facing Wanqing hallelujah. At the airport, I'm rolling my suitcase, practically skipping ready to meet Manager Sui for the trip. Then I freeze. Why the hell is Wanqing here? And with her assistant in tow, she's rocking casual chic, all effortless swagger, and flashes me a sly grin. Morning team leader Gu. I glance around, panicked. Where's Manager Sui? Out sick last minute, she says, cool as ever. I'm filling in. My brain short circuits. The universe hates me. To her credit, Wanqing's actually pretty chill. She upgrades me and her assistant Jinhua from economy to first class. Honestly, these past few weeks I've seen she's a solid boss. Sharp no-nonsense doesn't play favorites. Every critique hits the mark, unlike our old jerk of a CEO Wang. Since she took over, work's been smoother, and I'm clinging to this job like a lifeline. The trip's for a big partnership deal, and prep goes off without a hitch. But when it's time to sign the contract, the other side gets cocky. At the dinner, their managers tossing drinks at Wanqing left and right, trying to get her plastered. She's about to grit her teeth and down one when I jump in. Manager Liu, I'll take this one. No way. Wanqing protests, grabbing her glass. I block her firm. I've got this. A weird flutter hits my chest like a feather brushing my heart. By the end of the boozy night, Wanqing's half carrying me back to the hotel. I'm slurring, clinging to her, muttering, "That sleazy jerk." Who, she asks, confused. Liu, I growl. If Zhang didn't care so much about this deal, I'd have thrown the wine in his face. She blinks. Who's Zhang? I'm too far gone already, passing out in her arms. The next day, the contract's signed, and we book flights back for tomorrow. My old college buddy Lee Yun happens to be in City C, so we hit a bar to catch up. We're reminiscing, laughing, and by the time we stumble out, we're arm in arm belting out Zhao Ning, my brother. We're rich or we're nothing. Yan, my man. Always, I slur, swaying. Then someone blocks our path. I look up, and there's Wanqing, her face, stormy eyes blazing. Ms. Ye. What are you doing here? I mumble. Her voice is low, dangerous. Where are you two going? Hotel, I say, confused. It's past 11. Gotta crash. I explain. Li Yan's place is too far, so he's bunking with me at the hotel for the night. Wan Qing's face darkens further. She yanks Li Yan off me, her voice cracking with something raw. You're sleeping with him. Her expression splinters, and God help me, she looks hurt. If he gets to, why not me? Wan Qing snaps, her voice sharp with accusation. Is his body better than mine? His skills? Does he click with you like I do? I'm standing there dumbfounded, like I've been caught in a rom-com gone wrong. Her tone so raw, so betrayed. It's like I'm the sleaziest player in town. I scramble to set the record straight, blurting, "Whoa, hold up. Li Yan's just a friend." Nothing like that. Her stormy expression softens the fire in her eyes, dimming. She exhales, and just like that, the tension eases. Together, we haul a completely plastered Li Yan back to the hotel, propping him up like a rag doll. In my room, Wanqing stares at the single bed, her brows knitting together. I'll grab another room, I say, already turning. She cuts me off, blunt as ever. Just sleep with me. That's not appropriate, right? I stammer. But Wanqing doesn't give me a second to think, steering me by the shoulders into her suite with that no-nonsense CEO energy. I don't fight it too hard. I mean, it's not like we haven't shared a bed before. Fine, whatever. Shower and sleep. I grab a bathrobe and head to the bathroom. A second later, Wanqing follows, casually peeling off her shirt. Ms. Yi. What the hell? I yelp, my throat going dry. She smirks, unfazed. It's past midnight. It's Saturday now. I try to hold my ground. I told you last week we're done. She steps closer, shedding more clothes, and grabs my hand, pressing it to her chest. I didn't agree to that. If you're not into this walkout right now, damn it all. Next morning, I wake up with my hand still on her chest, hickeys blooming across her skin. I spring back like I've been electrocuted, cursing myself. Booze and lust, my worst enemies. Wanqing stirs all sleepy nonchalance and pulls me back. Relax, sleep more. Then a soft knock at the door. Jinhua's voice calls out, Ms. Ye, time for the airport. Oh God, I'm done for. I leap out of bed, throwing on clothes like I'm fleeing a crime scene. Wanqing, cool as ever, answers Jinhua while I'm panicking. Why are you freaking out? She asks, genuinely confused. Never mind, you wouldn't get it, I mutter, tiptoeing to the door. I peek out, scan the empty hallway, and make my escape. On the flight back, I send her a carefully worded text. Last night was a mistake. From now on, we're just boss and employee. No reply. I throw myself into work, but every time I step into her office to report, I'm a nervous wreck, half expecting her to bring it up. Thankfully, she doesn't. Weekends pass quietly. I'm either rotting at home or grabbing drinks with friends. Summer's mosquito season, and I show up to work Monday with 2 red marks on my neck. Chen Z ever. The gossip zooms in on my collarbone. Zhao Ning, you got a girlfriend? He shoves a mirror at me. I glance and groan. Damn, they do look like hickeys. Stupid mosquitoes, I grumble. Chen Z sighs deflated. Man with your face. You could have anyone. What kind of woman even catches your eye? He knows I'm into women and ugh. Wanqing's face pops into my head. I shake it off, forcing a laugh. Haven't found the one yet. That morning, I head to Wanqing's office with a contract for her to sign. Her gaze lingers on my neck, burning like a laser, but she says nothing, sticking strictly to work. After hours, I'm leaving the building when she corners me, her eyes locked on my collarbone. You're seeing someone else, she says, her voice low, almost accusing. I can't help it. I burst out laughing, caught between exasperation and disbelief. I'm scrambling for a way to explain when Wanqing's voice cuts through soft and wounded. You said no personal stuff at work. I waited all day to ask you. Do you know how those 8 hours felt? Her face is all raw hurt, and my chest twists. Ms., you chill? It's just mosquito bites. Her pained expression snaps back to normal, like a switch flipped. For real, swear on my life. If I'm lying, I'm a dog. I don't have to explain. But seeing her so torn up, it stings more than I expected. She softens, guilt flashing in her eyes. Sorry I came on strong. Let me make it up, dinner's on me. I wave her off. Nah, I got leftovers at home from the weekend. My car's in the shop, she says, switching gears. Can you drop me off? Cabs are impossible right now. When the boss asks, what am I supposed to do, say no. Wanqing folds her long legs into my beat-up $10,000 clunker, looking like a supermodel slumming it. I follow the GPS for half an hour, pulling into a gated villa community that screams money. As she unbuckles, she says, to thank you, stay for dinner. I'm good. I'll eat at home, I insist already, tasting my sad leftovers. Australian lobster. She tempts, voice smooth. Fresh flown in this morning. I grip my teeth, holding firm. And bluefin tuna, she adds. My leftovers suddenly feel like garbage. A friend sent it, she says. Too much for me alone. It'd be a shame to waste it. Just me and the staff tonight. I sigh, unbuckle, and get out. Her house is massive, the dining table groaning under a spread that probably costs my monthly salary. I'm gawking. But Wanqing, sensing my nerves, sends the housekeeper home early. At the table, I'm inhaling food like it's my last meal. Wanqing keeps piling my plate high, and I flustered. Return the favor, shoving a few lobster chunks her way. She takes them with a half smirk, saying, it's after hours. Just call me Wanqing. Yeah, right. Like I can just flip a switch and forget she's my boss. Mid-bite, she sets down her chopsticks and looks at me dead serious. Zhao Ning, can you tell me why you wanted to end things? Her sincerity catches me off guard, and I can't dodge it. I put my chopsticks down, meeting her gaze. I've always kept work and life separate. Keeping whatever we had going, it'd mess with my focus. You're a great boss, and I really value this job. She nods, processing, and says nothing more. Stuffed and satisfied, I head out as night falls. Wanqing walks me to my car, and just as I start the engine, she taps the driver's window. What do you think about office romances? I blink, thrown. Is she on to some office gossip? If the company's cool with it, and two people like each other without bugging anyone, I guess it's fine. Her face lights up, a spark in her eyes. Good to know. Text me when you're home. The next month is a blur of work insanity. Every day, a coffee and my favorite snacks magically appear on my desk. One morning, there's a fancy neck and shoulder massager on my chair. I glance around, everyone in the department's got one. I nudge Chen Zi, who's the big spender. He's practically swooning, pointing at Wanqing's office. All Ms. Yi's doing. She said we've been killing it with overtime. The group chat explodes with love for her. I'm working here till I die. Ms. Yi's the queen of women, the ruler, the boss. Can't every woman have a Ms. Yi? My colleagues swoon in the group chat. Even I can't help but think, damn, Wanqing's too good at this. The project wraps flawlessly, and the company splurges on a resort for a celebratory banquet. After too much food and way too much booze, everyone's loosened up tongues wagging. One bold coworker riding the liquid courage pipes up Ms. Yi spill the tea. What's your boyfriend like? Can you tell us? Wanqing sets her wine glass down, tilting her head. Who said I have a boyfriend? Chen Zi, sitting nearby, looks like his entire worldview just shattered. Ugh, women like her. All the same, he mutters, disillusioned. Another colleague chimes in, no surprise. Rich folks like her swap boyfriends faster than we change socks. In my head, I'm quietly defending her. She's not like that. She doesn't play games. But before I can dwell, Wanqing drops a bomb. That said, I do have someone I like. The room erupts in cheers, and teasing, everyone losing their minds. Chen Zi leans over, whispering, why do I feel like she's staring at our table? My chest tightens, a dull ache spreading. She likes someone I'm dying to know, who could catch her eye. The thought gnaws at me, and I drown it in more drinks, grabbing the mic for some sloppy karaoke with the team. I'm belting out tunes, dancing like an idiot, but I can't shake the question, what's wrong with me? My boss is into someone. Why do I care this much? We party till midnight, stumbling back to our rooms. Xiaofeng, the new intern, helps my drunk self to my door. There's a knock, and a waiter delivers a bowl of hangover soup. I turn to Xiaofeng, who's fiddling with the AC. Thanks, Fang. You're a lifesaver. She blinks, confused. I didn't order that. Who did? Whatever, I'm not betting on poison. I chug it, collapse into bed, and mumble, Fang, you're good to go. Thanks. Night goo, she chirps, heading out. 2 minutes later, another knock. I stumble to the door, half dead, and open it to Wanqing, her face darker than a thunderstorm. This floor's crawling with coworkers. I sober up fast, yanking her inside. What's up? She's practically growling. I sent the soup. Oh, thanks, Ms. Yi. That was super sweet, I say, trying to lighten the mood. Her glare doesn't budge. Who was that girl? Why was she in your room? That ache in my chest flares, and her accusing tone sets me off. What she thinks I'm hooking up with everyone. Sure, we were bed buddies, but she's the only one I've been with. She's got someone she likes now. Why's she policing her ex-fling? I snap, my voice icy. It's after hours. Who's in my room, and why I don't owe you a report? She flinches, her expression faltering. Sorry, she mutters, looking uneasy. I cross the line. She leaves, and I hear her swipe into the room next door. Of course she's my neighbor. Her outburst killed my buzz and my sleep. Next morning, while everyone's still passed out, I drive back to the city, my mind stuck on Wanqing. Then it hits me. Like a freight train, I'm in love with her. That's why her someone I like comment at the resort gutted me. I let out a long sigh. Might as well hit up a temple and pray for salvation. Who's more pathetic than me? Falling for someone and getting dumped before I even confess. The banquet's aftermath leaves me heavy-hearted. I drag myself home, step out of the elevator, and nearly have a heart attack when I spot a shadowy figure. The hallway light flicks on, and there she is, Wanqing the woman who's been haunting my brain. I steady my racing pulse. Miss, what are you doing here? How do you even know where I live? I needed to talk to you, she says, her voice soft but urgent. Why didn't you text me? You didn't text back or pick up my calls? Wanqing says, her voice tinged with worry. I pull out my phone, dead completely out of juice. No wonder. I gesture her inside and she steps into my apartment, her presence filling the space. She looks at me, eyes serious, and says, Zhao Ning, I'm sorry. I just found out that girl last night was the new intern. I shouldn't have snapped at you or jumped to conclusions. She pauses, her gaze softening. I was a mess because I've fallen for you. Wait, what? My brain short circuits. I lean in, heart pounding, and blurt, Say that again, Zhao Ning. I like you, she says, steady and clear. Not just for the hookups. I like you, all of you. Somebody pinch me. This can't be real. The someone I like she mentioned at the resort. It's me. I'm dizzy. My head spinning like I've won the emotional lottery. She keeps going, her words rushing out. You said you keep work and life separate, but I'm stuck here for a year before I head back to headquarters. I couldn't wait that long to tell you. You said office romances are okay if they don't mess with work, right? So, can I chase you? Happiness hits like a tidal wave. 1 second, I'm drowning in heartbreak. The next, I'm soaring. I don't think I just lean in and kiss her soft and sure. No need to chase, I murmur against her lips. I like you too. And just like that, Wanqing and I are a thing. Office romance, hell yeah, it's thrilling. A single glance across the room sends my pulse racing. I'll be in her office, mid-report all business, and then bam, she pulls me onto her lap, and I'm a goner. Me, the guy who swore to keep work and play separate total fraud. But I'm not slacking work-wise. I'm sharper than ever, determined not to screw this up. Chen Zi, our resident gossip king, sidles up one day. Ms. Ye's definitely with her crush. You can tell. I play it cool. Oh, how's that? She's all glowy, super chill. Caught her smiling at her phone in a meeting. That's because she was texting me green bubble flirty nonsense. I duck out of the chat, hiding my grin. Come weekend, Wanqing plans a date out on the open water. I'm staring at a yacht with Qingzi painted on the side, speechless. Rich people, man, I joke. What's one more millionaire in the world, right? She points at the boat, casual as ever. Bought a new one. We'll name it later. My knees wobble. My life's getting an upgrade. On the deck, she tries teaching me to fish, but it's a lost cause. We're too busy making out lips, locked fish biting, and us not caring. Later, she insists on showing me how to sail. It's wild, exhilarating, another first unlocked. Wednesday after work, she says, Come to my place, I'm cooking. You cook, I tease. Don't underestimate me, she shoots back. So Wanqing climbs into my $10,000 junker again. I don't get why she ditches her garage full of luxury cars for my beat-up ride, some weird kink maybe. At a red light, I spot the team lead from the next apartment. Wanqing duck, I hiss. She doesn't question it. It just bends low, folding her tall frame into a hilarious pretzel. I'm dying laughing as we clear the street. She sits up pouting. What's the big deal? You've driven me home before. Caught red-handed feels different, I say, still chuckling. She sighs dreamy. One day we won't have to hide. I want to shout to the world, you're my man. My hands slip on the wheel, nearly missing the light turning red. Wanqing don't drop man bombs while I'm driving. She smirks all smug. Got you flustered again, huh? At her place, she ties on an apron and damn fair skin, stunning face legs for days. She looks like a model playing house, and I'm not complaining. Oh, if Wanqing was just in that apron, nothing else. I snap out of it. Zhao Ning. It's broad daylight. Get a grip. But clearly, Wanqing's mind is just as filthy. She leans in spatula in hand, whispering in my ear. How about a quick kitchen rendezvous? I fake a stern glare. Shut it and cook. I'm starving. She hums a tune, practically glowing, and grins. Babe, I'm so happy you're finally not treating me like your boss. I pitch my voice high, teasing. Oh, absolutely, wifey. Her spatula freezes mid-stir, and she shoots me a look. You can dish it out, but can't take it, huh? Dinner's done, and I grab my keys, ready to head out. Wanqing pouts. Stay the night. My bed's huge. I dangle the keys, hesitating. My bathtub's even bigger. She adds, voice dripping with temptation. Truth is, I don't really want to leave. I drop the keys. Her bathtub is massive. The next day, we both take a half day off, sleeping in till noon. After a steamy shower, I'm sprawled on her, kissing her slow and lazy, when the bedroom door flies open. Not by a person, by a dog. A massive husky charges in, leaping onto the bed, like I'm some intruder attacking Wanqing. It shoves me off with a mighty push, then nuzzles her all sweet and cuddly. Wanqing laughs, patting its head, muffin chill. That's your dad. Dad, I'm reeling, but it gets worse. A deep voice calls from the hallway. Wanqing, you home? A middle-aged guy steps in and our eyes lock. I want to die. Thank God we're both in bathrobes, but still, this guy looks familiar. Wanqing's face sours. Dad, what are you doing here? Her dad grins, all mischievous. Young love, huh? Skipping work on a weekday wild. He waves at me, cheerful. Hey there. Carry on, kids. I thought the dog was a plot twist, but her dad, total chaos. Wanqing groans. Sorry, babe. I had no idea he'd show up. That's your dad, I croak. Yup. She nods, then gestures to the husky. And that's Muffin. Been at doggy school for a bit. Muffin, now my apparent fur son, happily nuzzles my hand. We clean up and head downstairs, where her dad's brewing tea in the living room. Wanqing introduces me, Dad. This is my boyfriend, Zhao Ning. I'm so embarrassed, I can barely look up, muttering, Hi, Uncle. He pours me tea, all warm and welcoming. Good to meet you. I was just picking Muffin up from school. Didn't know you two were busy. Then it clicks, his last name's Yeah. Holy crap, he's the company chairman. The one I only see at annual meetings. No wonder he looked familiar. Well, well, he says, squinting at me. Zhao Ning, I know you, last year's star employee. I handed you that award myself. You're sharp. And now your family. How about a CEO gig? I nearly choke. No need for that. Wanqing's dad is way too enthusiastic. A year later, Wanqing heads back to corporate headquarters. Turns out she was exiled to our branch after coming out to her family, and her dad in a huff sent her here. City folks call it a demotion, huh? So what does that make me, a lowly team lead? I take Wanqing to meet my folks back home. The night before, she's so nervous she barely sleeps till 3 a.m. What's wrong? I ask. Just jittery, she admits, and it's stupidly adorable. My parents love her, who wouldn't with her charm and that resume. If my parents didn't love Wanqing, it'd be like the sun rising in the west, impossible. The company's annual gala is the talk of the office, everyone buzzing about whether Ye Wanqing will show up with her mystery boyfriend. I'm tucked in a corner, nervously nibbling on a mini cupcake, trying to stay invisible. Chenza, decked out in a sharp tux, bounds over and grabs my wrist, practically vibrating with excitement. Come on, come on. I'm introducing you to a total bombshell manager F from the branch office. Tall, gorgeous. The whole package, I fumble. Actually, I've got a girlfriend. Before I can blink, Wanqing strides up cool and commanding and gently pries my wrist from Chenzi's grip. He's already got a stunning woman. She says, her voice smooth, but with a possessive edge. Chenzi's eyes go wide. Hu Wanqing slides her arm around my waist, flashing him a smug little eyebrow raise. Chenze lets out a yelp, his dress shoes tapping a frantic retreat as he bolts. My phone lights up with a flood of green bubble texts from him. Zhao Ning, you dog. Keeping that from me is Ms. Yi, as badass as she seems. You two are perfect together. I glance at Wanqing, a grin tugging at my lips. Busy as hell spends her fortune on me, and totally head over heels I tease leaning into her. The sweetness of this moment, the way her eyes soften the warmth of her arm around me, it's a secret joy only I get to savor.